Hello and welcome to game 4 of the Shepherd Cage match. So this board seems to be a lot more traditional. There's a nice village, blessed village, there's a nice draw, werewolf, and there's attacks and werewolf, tormentor. You're good. Colonies on the board. It looks like you just want to buy some platinum and then buy some colonies, and that's it really. Plus buy is kind of pressured here. Only forager, and there's no railway to gain. You could play a noble brigand, gain treasures, maybe. um, sometimes, but that's terribly unreliable. So it seems like, yeah, you just want to get the platinum, get to colonies. You could maybe sustain 2 buys for most of the game here, and that's about it. Not much to be said here. I'm opening. Looks like mill and forager. Mill gets you up to 5 very quickly. You could think about a tormentor, although I doubt you ever get in imps. I mean, you could stop for an imp, and that'll be very nice, but I think on 5 I'd just rather buy my werewolf. So now, where does Shepherd fit into all of this? Well, you'll see soon enough where we both thought Shepherd would fit into all of this. So, we both open the same way, mill and forager. Unfortunately, I don't get to 5 here with the mill, which is what I was expecting. So I could buy another mill, for instance, or I could buy a shepherd. I could buy a shepherd. I could buy a village too if I wanted. Lots of things I could buy. Go for the village here. So my idea here, right? Okay, look, I'll thin a little bit with forager. I'm gonna take the coppers out only, and then I'll get some additional draw set up with village and werewolf, and then I'll buy a shepherd. That was my plan, right? Much like the first game where I said, okay, I would supplement my scrying pool draw with shepherd. I'm saying here I'm gonna have a combination of cards that draws shepherds, villages, werewolves. So my opponent goes for a shepherd straight away here. So I say, okay, fine. Now look here, right? I could cut this estate down and have another $4 hand. Mill would be great, another village is fine. But my plan is to not do that, so I'm keeping the estates around. As a result, I have to take a silver, which, eh, is fine. One is okay, right? And a werewolf, I'm finally able to get up to my werewolf here, so I'm happy about that, and I'm looking for a shepherd at this point. I have my one village, one werewolf, and my deck is a little bit thin now, a little bit less cluttered with coppers. So yeah, here comes shepherd. Here comes shepherd. This is a terrible hand. I don't know what I'm supposed to do on this hand. I don't even have a boon coming in from the blessed village, so we just skip that. Pretend that never happened. But that's bad also because of the shepherd that I have in the deck, right? It means shepherd has no targets coming up. Well, I have the mill and the pasture, but much less likely now that it finds anything. Not the greatest of shuffles for me here, but fine, we'll work through it, we'll manage. My opponent goes for an estate purchase on turn 7 here. An estate purchase here. So, again with the early green card there. He's done that a couple times now and it's worked out for him. The 2 times he's done it. We'll see how well it happens here. So here, Werewolf comes out and he hexes me. And this is a bad hex, especially early in the game here where I want to build my deck and buy action cards. He prevents me from doing so, which is pretty bad news. So here I have a good shuffle. The shepherd and the werewolf work together. Hooray. And here I'm pretty much forced to pick up a gold because I can buy no actions. Terrible. Terrible. I probably would have gone for maybe something like werewolf again here. Highway even. Highway is preferable to this gold. I don't want no gold in my deck. Not yet anyway. Later I'll take the gold. And then up to platinum. But I think it's too early for the gold. I really think it's too early for the gold. So my opponent is actually gonna take a gold here himself off of this guy's gift, which is kind of funny. He probably didn't have anything better to do, and gold isn't terrible. I just didn't want it at that point in time. I wanted it a little bit later when I had my deck under more control. Now it's a kind of a stop card, and yeah, whatever. So um right. I was also hoping to with the shepherds that it would cooperate with the mill so that I could, draw everything in hand and then discard stuff to the mill like the estates and get a few extra dollars. That way, again, holding back on the estate trash here, but more and more as this game progresses, I start to think that I should be trashing the estates here, and this is awful. I am not going to play any of these werewolves. I would much rather see them in the shuffle here. And I also get an opportunity to hex my opponent, right? 5, that should be another blessed village, honestly. That should be another blessed village. I only have the 1. Let's see if I listen to myself and buy one. No! See? This is this is your problem. This is your problem. Alright, so a couple hexes. They're not that bad for my opponent. Um, Trashing a couple points curse is no big deal because he has the forager around. No big deal at all. So here, like, this is where I start to think, maybe I shouldn't have kept the estates around. The shepherds didn't come. The shepherd didn't come at the right time there, so that didn't work out at all. And I don't even have a plus buy here. Now I go for the village after drawing dead with the werewolf. Now I go for it, right? Anyways, whatever. Oh, I do have more than one shepherd. There you go. There you go. Misery, always irritating for me there. The shepherd does come nicely here. I'll take 2 green cards with it. That's fine. That is a fine result, and yeah, able to draw through almost everything here. I'm able to see everything. I don't care about the estates, honestly. They could stay in the discard. 9, this looks like a nice place to go for village and werewolf, but but I go for platinum. Okay, so I could have gone for village and werewolf there, and that would have been very nice. But I didn't. And this is what happens when you put stop cards in your deck. So if I had been trashing the estates, right, they probably would have been all gone by now, and that just makes it more likely that my villages and werewolves collide. Platinum also for my opponent here. This isn't the worst hand in the world, but it isn't great. I decided to cut the silver here. I know it makes my opponent's foragers better because he has a bit more coppers left to trash than me, so he'll get a bit more value from it, but whatever, it's fine. The reason I'm doing this is because of the shepherd. So shepherd completely, warped my strategy here, and I'm thinking the reason I did the platinum by turn before and the turn prior to that is because I'm thinking, okay, look, get money, buy green cards, and then your shepherds will be very good for you. Then it'll be very good for you, right? So that was my line of thought here, and I didn't really want to build anymore because I felt like I just needed to put green cards into the deck, and the shepherds would do the rest of the work. I seriously need to have a better gauge of what shepherd can and cannot do, because right now my understanding is that you just put a couple of shepherds in the deck and you just stuff it with green cards and you should be fine. But I don't think it's as simple as I make it sound now. So anyways, here I'm doing fine, right? I'm ahead in development, ahead of my opponent in development, and I could take the game wherever I wanted to. There I could have gone for Colony Village, Colony Wolf. There I go for Colony Mill again, in with the shepherd in mind. But it is from that turn where things just start to go downhill for me. I hit my opponent with a nice hex here that significantly cuts his money down. Goes for another platinum and a village there, I believe, or a wolf, something. But like I was saying, this is where things start to go downhill for me. So here I'm not able to draw everything as I was able to on the last turn. I go for a village now, realizing that I'm short on actions and I don't really want anything, but I'll buy a silver just to trash it to the forager later. And the shepherds they're not reliable, man, in this deck. They're not reliable at all. Colony for my opponent and another wolf. So here I would have liked to have seen the shepherd. It doesn't show up. Okay, this is fine. This is excellent, right? This is excellent, except one, I didn't set it up. So this is just pure chance. And two, that happens. That was terrible. That is 100% awful. And not only that, but he trashes my forager too. So I have no plus buy for the rest of the game. So that silver that I bought, thinking that I would trash it in the future sometime. Nope, that's stuck in your deck forever. Hooray for silver stuck in your deck. And there's no time to go back now and pick up a forager. 16 and 1 buy. There you go. There you go. So again here, right? Like much rather see a shepherd. It's not here. A werewolf is here. But had I been building my deck with, removing all the estates, playing a classic village wolf thing here, I felt like my deck would have been more stable than whatever nonsense is happening here. And it's not that my opponent's deck is more stable than mine. He runs into trouble a bit later as well. Similar trouble anyway, where he stalls a bit. He's stalled already, like that last turn where he hit me with the poverty. He was just able to play a werewolf, and I was feeling happy that he stalled, but then he hit me with the poverty, and then I was unhappy that he stalled and wasn't able to play as well with us draw. Curse comes into the deck. I can't do anything about that now. I could have gone for a forager there instead of a shepherd to trash the curse, but I feel like I need the shepherd at this point. Feel like I need the shepherd, and my opponent, he has more villages and werewolves, and I think that is what gives him the edge here at the end. And he relied less on shepherds than I did. He relied more on the village werewolf thing. He has a bunch more villages than me, and I think a werewolf or two more than me. So yeah, I mean, there's not much more to be said here. Even Trash is one of my blessed villages at this point, so things just they're spiraling downwards very, very quickly. I'm pretty tight on my two minerals here, and removing that means that I probably don't have space to play everything. My opponent is just going to, continue to press his lead here. I think he is able to come up with 22 and two buys here to pick up double colony. And on top of that, look at this play. Bam envy, bam delusion. Oh, no, he didn't. Okay, you'll see it next turn, you'll see it. Okay, I'm being overly dramatic here for nothing. Haunting is whatever, but okay, here we'll see it. We'll see it. So I'm dead and lost at this point, right? Here comes bang, Locust his colony. What am I supposed to do about that? I can't do anything about that. So yeah, I'm dead in the water here, lost, and I lose this match 3-1, but that's fine. I was expecting to lose this game. I guess I have no idea how to use Shepherd well. My opponent used it better in those two games. Here, I think we both could have trashed all these starting estates and only much, much later gone after a shepherd or two when the wolf thing was the primary source of draw. So we make it up to semis, which is fine. I mean, whatever. I would like to thank Tracer. He is the tournament organizer, and he does a very good job at organizing tournaments. He comes up with nice styles, and he keeps on top of everything. I'm pretty happy to play tournaments that he is organizing. I'm much prefer the first to five format here, and had I made it to the finals, it would have only been 4 weeks of Dominion. So, a nice small schedule thing here, which, fits in line with my frame of mind and my current schedule at this point in time. So, yeah, thank you, Tracer. I thought the tournament was brilliant, and good luck in the finals, and thank you to everybody for watching. I hope you learned something about Shepard in this game. I usually leave notes about Shepard or the card in question, but I don't think qualified this time to do so. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.